Hello everyone, my name is Nathan Bennett. I am a freelance writer and editor based in Romania. It's starting to rain outside and there's a power outage, but the camera has battery, so I'm going to make another one of these videos. This is another installment in the China series. Today I'm thinking about how little I seem to have really learned about China. There might very reasonably be the question, is that just a statement of modesty, or is that like I'm really realizing how little I in fact know? China's the kind of place is that you want to, if you want to understand China, you have to always be there. You have to be always taking in new things. It's not, if you really want to understand China, you have to be there. You have to be with China to understand it. Acknowledging that limitation, I can say I've read a lot about China. I will continue to read a lot about China. One book that really helped me was it's the book by Barbara Tuchman about General Joseph Stilwell in China. I think it was Stilwell, The American Experience in China, something like that. I'll put that in the text accompanying this video. One of the things that comes through is, China's China, and anything that China doesn't decide for itself is not going to last. So you can try whatever influence you want to make, but if China doesn't decide it for itself, it's not going to last. So is that something? Is that a human universal, or is that something unique to China? Getting back on the subject of China, so I traveled all over China. I've been to the northeast, I've been to the northwest, I've been to the southwest. I didn't really go to southern China very much. I have been to Hong Kong 2 or 3 times, but I didn't go to Guangzhou. I didn't really see Shenzhen, some of the coastal cities. I was in Tianjin 2 or 3 times. But there's just so much I didn't see. Xi'an, Terracotta Warriors, never got there. I have been to Wuhan, saw the Hubei Provincial Museum. Okay, so I didn't really learn Chinese. I took a class when I was in high school. So I learned writing. So if you show me a totally new Chinese character, tell me to copy it. I know the principles to copy it, but not really conversational in Chinese. I did language exchange 2 or 3 times. Once when I was in Korea, traded somebody English for Chinese. Then once again in Beijing, there was a university student I exchanged with. I think we had 2 different periods when we were working together. So this would kind of help me maintain my Chinese. I learned the word for police station, 派出所. So when I needed to go register where I was living at the police station, I knew the word, so I could see it on a sign. Haha, yeah, okay, go this way. But I didn't make friends in Chinese. I didn't make a lot of Chinese friends. I was in China for 7 years and kind of have a very small handful of people who kept up with me the whole time. No, a handful would be too much of an exaggeration. I would like to think I was fairly friendly with colleagues and acquaintances, but you know, I've been to, I've visited Chinese homes for some Chinese holidays, Chinese New Year, Dragon Boat Festival. I've seen some different things. I'm going to punch through to a conclusion here. Okay, like, so some guys go out and find a Chinese girlfriend. This really helps their language learning ability. I never did that. What else? One good thing that I did was when I was teaching English at a university, I had my students, at the end of a class about American culture, I told my students, okay, we've been studying my culture. I've been telling you things that you need to understand as you learn English. Sources of idioms, things like this. Now, as the final thing, you tell me about China. So it's really helpful if you want to learn about a country, you ask somebody from there, okay, what's important to know? And the selection process is very instructive. As what they think is important, what are the key stories, what are the key things to know? It's a very good guide, because there's what somebody like I as an American introducing somebody to China would say, but it's not the same that a Chinese person would introduce in introducing China. So I got to learn some different things that way. As I come to the end here, as I've been talking to you today, I realized, oh yeah, wow, I did learn a lot. I did see a lot. A lot of recovering what you've learned. You have to go back and write it down. You have to go back and, this time, that time, oh, the power's back. Okay, great. So some funny sounds are going to be coming in. Yep, there goes the refrigerator. Is your refrigerator running? It is now. I had better go catch it, hadn't I? So, coming to the end of what I learned from China, I learned a lot of human universals. One thing being the importance of family. That's one of those kinds of things that keeps pushing through, whatever the culture, whatever the circumstances. Also, the basic mystery of the human condition. How do I... there's just so much you don't know. When you go through day to day, even if you've always lived your whole life in the same city, same town, same village, same house, there's so much, not that you know it, but that you know what to do to get on to the next thing and keep having okay results for yourself. That's different from knowing. So like when people go to China and they say that it's very hard to get to know Chinese people, that's because when you get to know people, you don't get to know everything. You could know somebody for years, and for some basically comprehensible reason they turn on you. That's always there. So as I think back on what I've been talking about in this video, it's like, okay, yeah, I did learn a lot of things. I'm going to have to go out and sort through everything that I got, but I did learn a lot of things. But there are other things I can't say, because I don't know about those things. Well, that's been this video. Like, subscribe, share, click things, eat Chinese food. See you in the next video.